Hey, how you doing? That's right. It's and it's Tarantino Tuesday. But before we get started, some of my friends were looking at Facebook had question marks, meaning, what the hell do you mean you got kicked out of Goodwill or something? That's a misnomer. There was no Goodwill there at that Goodwill store. I gotta laugh about it. Here's what happened. Basically, me and my friend was coming over to this place. He had his bike with him. He just basically came over with me, Fred, and he talks a little slow because he's had strokes and probably um, neurological damage and stuff to him. And they treated him nasty. They was like, "Oh, you can't bring your bike in here. How dare you try to bring your bike in here?" And then they came after me for drinking a coffee. And they're like, "Oh, I don't know. We got to go call up the rules and see if you can put the coffee behind the thing and blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, "No, you ain't got to do that. I'm gone. Bye. Come on, Fred, let's get out of here." And I went to this other place, another thrift store, where I picked up this hat. And I picked up this shirt about the keto diet, keep calm, keto on, and something with avocados, man. I like avocados and eggs. Bacon, I'm not going to do the bacon. But anyway, I never was a bacon fan. Anyway, Elizabeth was Kevin Bacon. Okay, shut up. Tarantino Tuesday. Today we're going to talk about True Romance. That's right, this is a movie that was directed by Tony Scott, who done a lot of great movies. His big hit was Top Gun. Then he did Beverly Hills Cop 2, The Last Boy Scouts, and True Romance. And he did many more, man, that came up later in the 90s and 2000s. And he died in 2012. And his movies could, put like comedy and action and a little bit of everything to them. And it was a perfect fit for Tarantino's early script that was basically Tarantino didn't have to pull yet. I mean, he did Reservoir Dogs and he was still considered kind of you know, a little bit of a untested commodity. And then to me, one of the best things was the beginning because they would have mentioned they're talking about Elvis. And what's his face? Christian Slater was going there talking about how he wants to be that hillbilly, and he's not gay, but he would fuck Elvis. And in this picture, no, I wouldn't fuck Elvis. He's kind of fat right now. He's at a head of the modern chops. Now, early Elvis, I don't know. He looked good on early Elvis, but old Elvis before he took a dump on the toilet and had a heart attack. No, who wants that, man? Shit. I know with my heart stents that make me go, yeah. But I'm not taking as many lubes and I'm not eating peanut butter, bacon, jelly fried sandwiches, shit, and like that. But anyway, I like that. And then they went on to talk about Sonny Chiba. Now, Sonny Chiba, man, that was the man back in the 70s, man. I remember being a little kid and looking up and seeing all these promos for new movies, and Sonny Chiba kind of took over where Bruce Lee kind of ended at. And it was like Sonny Chiba was a badass man, and he wasn't always a good guy, and he was there to kick people's asses and out for himself. With the Street Fighter movies, he was more out for himself. Bodyguard, I think he kind of mellowed out and became more like Charles Bronson, just in Japanese form. And he had an interesting crew. It's called the Japanese Action Performers. That's right. I'm not going to say it, but That's what he called his troops. And it was the 70s, so he could get away from that, you know? But no, man, I gotta say that there's that whole Sonny Chiba thing. I love that, and they showed a little John Woo, and you had some of the great roles played by Gary Oldman. You had Dennis Hopper, and a beautiful scene between Dennis Hopper and Christopher Walken, you know, and and you know, the one that ended up saying, "And you're a cantaloupe." But yeah, that was just funny stuff, man. And then, of course, you know, Brad Pitt. And I read somewhere that Judd Apatow said, "What happened if you make a movie with that same character chased by bad guys?" And that's how Pineapple Express came. It was just really kind of crazy, man. And there was some great action scenes in there. I don't think Christian Slater had a better movie. I thought it was one of Patricia Arquette's best movies. And it just was a really kick-ass movie that I used to watch so much. I even took bits and pieces of my own show, uh, showing little parts of it and little clips. And yeah, I liked it in the interim of before Pulp Fiction came out because I had no idea how big Pulp Fiction was going to be and put, you know, Quentin in the stratosphere. But anyway, yeah, that's one movie people don't talk much is True Romance. It's kind of a cult classic. If you see it, try to pick it up. And box office wise, it didn't do good, but you know, people didn't know Quentin and didn't know how big Quentin was going to be. So, like looking back on it now, it's kind of got its reputation. All right, well, I'll talk to you when I talk to you, and I'm going to show you my thrift store finds. Screw Goodwill. Well, that particular Goodwill, the one that you know where, who you remember me? I'm the guy who said, you know, I had a coffee, and you said, "Oh, I got to call the bills." You know, yeah, fuck your rules. All right, go ahead and subscribe, and I'll talk to you when I talk to you later, folks. Bye.